that shit is so fire.
It's so hard. I know what A is.
Oh, what do you got?
Anthems. Hello and welcome back.
To the Daft Hunks.
Back again.
Another episode, y'all.
We're actually going to go ahead and talk about Charli xcx.
I know, like, that's something rare for this channel.
You guys won't believe it.
You won't believe it, but we're going to talk some more Charli xcx. I think it's going to be our last Charli video for a little while.
Yeah, she's just been so important to the culture recently.
Literally.
We thought
Yeah.
we should let's go back in time. Let's just go through everything.
And that's why this video is titled, While Taylor Swift Captured the Charts, Charli xcx Captured the Zeitgeist.
I thought you were going to say captured our hearts. That's
So.
like how to get clicks.
How to get clicks right now.
BRAT, Tortured
BRAT?
Poets.
Yeah, boom. Send. Now, what are we doing here?
Yeah, we're going to do a tier list. Sort of a classic Daft Punk's tradition.
Yep.
But this time it's Charli.
We're doing a Charli xcx album tier list.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through. We'll start in the early days, 2013. Boom clap.
Sound in my heart. Where does BRAT line up?
I'll give you some forewarning. It's gonna be pretty high. I've got my unopened BRAT vinyl. You can see it there in the ring.
Yeah.
We've got the ring light on
Whoa.
it. That's perfect.
You're gonna sell it in 10 years.
Yep. Whoever wants this, I'm gonna keep it in mint condition.
Great album. Go watch our other videos on that album.
Yeah, we threw a
We'll,
party.
Well, honestly, we'll do that last. We'll do BRAT last because we're gonna go in
We're going.
chronological order.
We're going-
Do you want to just start?
I mean, first I think we gotta name these tiers.
Oh, yeah, we gotta name our tiers.
We gotta
Yeah,
name
yeah.
our tiers. We keep it relatively simple here.
I believe there's a Charli xcx song called Tears. So
Yep. Feat Caroline Polachek.
yeah.
But basically how we do our tiers here, you have S, A, B, C, D, and we're going to rename them, but it has to start with the same letter.
Yeah.
And kind of resemble the same feeling of that tier. So like S should be something awesome, like, I don't know, maybe sex, all caps, is one idea for
Super
super great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such good pop music.
Sex,
Okay.
parentheses, the dare.
We'll just leave it at sex.
We'll just leave it at sex.
For now.
For now.
That's like pretty high praise.
Yeah. It's like, this album is as good as Intercourse.
Okay, I know what A is.
Oh, what do you got?
Anthems.
Okay, yeah, that's a good call. That's a great call.
Yeah.
I almost thought you were gonna say Antonov. B. I was like, you got like BRAT,
Yeah.
but like
It's
BRAT's
not B
it's not
tier.
gonna be B tier. Bad and bougie.
That was a Charli song, right?
That was a Charli song, I think. Backseat is a Charli song. That's one. The Blueprint
Sure.
is a Jay-Z album.
I like it.
We'll go with Blueprint. Doesn't really apply.
No, it's
But
sex
it's like
anthems.
it's like saying like
The
these are
blueprint.
the albums that like they laid down the blueprint for what was to come.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And C is just Charli, baby.
Yeah. Charli.
Charli, baby.
Sure.
Like it's not the best, but it's still Charli, baby.
Charli, baby. Like, come on. D.
George.
Disappointing. Daniel.
George Daniel.
We could do George Daniel. We'll do George Daniel for D.
I was like, yeah, I don't know why.
George
It's like I
Daniel.
knew-
That'll
yeah.
be D.
I like it.
Let's just
We can roll with it.
We'll roll with it. If something comes to
We'll
us,
see if something else comes up.
if something comes later, pause.
We're gonna start in 2013.
Yeah, 2013 True
True
Romance. Which
This is like a sleeper. Like it's honestly one of our favorites. I feel like
I
like
think, yeah,
you listen to it a lot.
This is probably like top 3 most listened to Charli albums for me,
Yeah.
especially recently.
Yeah.
We also do have a connection of sorts to it. Our
Yeah,
guy,
our guy.
Justin Raisin, who
Yeah.
we have a video with where he came on the pod.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Charli pretty much at all.
No, it's
Maybe
honestly kind of
briefly.
like strange that he did that. Like that was like kind of the beginning of his career
Yeah, he basically
and her career.
He
I don't know how-
produced that Sky Ferreira album from
Yeah,
2013,
yeah.
Nighttime My Time. Then he also
Classics.
has a bunch of credits
Yeah.
across True Romance, as well as our guy, not as much our guy, but Ariel Rexstein. Still our guy.
Our guy.
I like our guy at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
I mean, this album's great. I think it's like an indie pop classic.
No, there's like, I mean, let me just play you a snippet from You Ha Ha Ha.
It's
Maybe.
like it's like Midnight City. Like
It
it's
literally,
just,
it's like a special song. It samples.
it's transcendent.
God, one second. Let me see what the sample
Oh, yeah,
is.
yeah.
Just
It's
searched you in my life.
That didn't help.
Not gonna do the job. It's like Golden Bear or something, but it's not Bear because I would remember that.
Yeah. We can cut this out.
Oh, so close. The artist is Gold Panda.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so
Cool.
But this is you.
Yeah,
Ha
yeah.
ha ha.
Yeah, we got a situation.
Yeah.
Like that shit just is hard.
You fucked it.
But it's almost like
It's great.
Yeah, it's like a passion pit, like
Mhm.
indie
It is,
pop
yeah.
banger. There.
Yeah. And it's just like the passion of her like singing as well.
Yeah. Here's the chorus.
It's like, yeah, I mean, like she's not at her confidence level of Brat by any means.
no.
But
I
like,
mean, there's a reason that's 10 years into her career.
but like, no, she's still like, she's got some swag. She's just like,
100%. And the opener, Nuclear Seasons.
yeah, great too.
Also a really great song.
Yeah.
It's honestly an awesome song.
No, they're both there's several banging tracks on there. Beautiful too. Beautiful production. I think I heard her interview recently where she's like talking about how she like still loves this album. But like,
me too.
yeah, like
this is-
Sucker was like maybe more like she was trying to be commercial or whatever.
Yeah, we'll get to it, but there was definitely, I mean, Sucker came up
There's a change.
following,
Yeah.
came following Boom Clap. Maybe,
Yeah.
I think even following like Fancy, where it was like,
Mm.
there was definitely some push for her to be like a major
yeah.
pop star.
Yeah.
Whereas like, this is her,
Just pretty raw. Like
this
just
is,
like,
dare I say, the blueprint of what was to come in her
yeah,
career.
damn.
Her story is also crazy.
I don't
Just
know it
like,
deeply.
basically she started making like rave music when she was like 14
Mm.
and was like her parents would like go to raves with her and like play music and like watch music.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually she got a record deal and like moved to America to start making pop music like this. But
Hit up Justin Raisin.
it finally found Ariel Reichstein, like genuinely.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah. Well, I'm happy for her that like she's doing exactly that to this day.
yeah,
Like with
no,
Brat,
I mean,
like it's just like
now she's kind of returned. She's returned to the
yeah,
rave,
exactly.
honestly.
Yeah, like yeah, whatever. You get swept up in the what the world tells you to be.
Yeah.
But you go back to your Brat roots.
Go back to your roots. True Romance has a lot of great tracks. It really is like an opus for her. I know some of my friends' favorites are like Grins.
Yeah.
Gets bumped a lot. I've been really enjoying What I Like. This song is
That
so
sounds great
good.
too, yeah.
Call Me Up at 6, Come Round Undressing in My House Again. Oh yeah, we're undressing in my house again.
I'm just in my house again.
You call me
It's
up
a
at
bar.
6, you're undressing in my house
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
And I don't know which 6 she's referring to. It could be either.
Either.
Is
Yeah.
this late night vibes? Is it early morning sex vibes? Is it first thing in the morning sex?
Yeah. Early evening.
Early evening sex? Like dinner time sex? Pre-dinner sex? Like really?
Yeah, yeah. It kind of gives me, not disparagingly, but like 1989. That song specifically.
Well, I think there definitely is some similarities between
I mean, this was first,
early
though.
career
This was
Charli
first.
xcx
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
what became 1989.
Yeah. What are you feeling on this album?
I think at the end of the
Tier
day,
wise.
I'm a big fan of this one.
I think I am too, honestly.
Like honestly, there is anthems on here, but it's hard to argue that it isn't the blueprint, right? Like
I mean, it by definition.
it by definition
is.
is,
Because it's titled Jay-Z's The Blueprint.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and it came out on 9/11.
yeah. I don't know if it's sex necessarily.
No,
but,
no, it's not. There's some songs on here that are not returns for me.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a lot of good ones though.
Yeah. We could go anthems. What do you think?
Let's go anthems, just because that's kind of funny to not
Yeah.
put.
Not put it in the blueprint.
It
what
will be
you
funny
become.
if we might have to rename that because we'll see. But I think like there's anthems on here.
Yeah,
Undoubtedly.
there just is. Like,
There just
yeah,
is.
Yeah, she came out the gate strong.
Very strong,
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
shockingly strong,
Yeah.
almost. Like these songs
And-
are great.
She never should have second guessed herself, or like, you know.
She never should have answered that call from John Green for the Fault in Our Stars soundtrack. Should never done that.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Let's get to Sucker.
yeah,
I gave this a full listen today to make sure I'm not like I'm not coming in as like
You're
an
speaking too
uninformed
soon.
hater. Yeah. I love the album cover.
yeah,
Like that's fire.
yeah.
She looks so like effortlessly cool on every single
Every
album
single.
cover.
Well, this one she looks the most like maybe dressed up, like professional, like,
Trying a little hard, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
You know? But
but like, yeah, not
definitely
know.
most in her pop girl bag. I
Yeah,
would say.
exactly.
We can listen to a little bit of the opener.
If you only heard this album, like you might get the wrong idea.
100% would.
Because she kind of looks like Katy Perry or something
Yeah.
on the front. See, this is a great opening though. This is sick.
Sounds like the World Cup is happening.
It's fun.
It goes, but I'm unsure of it. You know,
It's a different vibe for sure.
just let this lyric play out.
Yeah.
Like it's
She's-
fun. It's a fun vibe.
She's
on
being
here.
a brat. She's being a bit of a mean girl.
This kind of was her original brat
Yeah.
era, I
Yeah.
would say, because I feel like a lot of this album is about
Hmm.
just quite literally not giving a fuck whatsoever. Like the second
Yeah.
song on here is "Break the Rules," which
Yeah.
you definitely need to listen to. 'cause
Yeah, man,
that's
that's a
an
pop classic.
all-timer.
Yeah.
It's a club classic.
It's a club classic. Catchy song.
But
Yeah, but I don't go deep on this.
no,
Like, I mean,
I would say a lot of this album sounds a little bit too much like cookie cutter of the times indie pop to some degree. Like there's
Yeah.
a little too many songs on here with like shitty guitars. Like there's a little too much of that like pitch perfect sound. Like
a little too much Katy Perry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't even want to have to talk about that new Katy Perry snippet. Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Song?
Terrible. It's all
Maybe I saw,
terrible.
maybe
It's
I
all
saw.
terrible.
You play a second of Break the Rules or Boom
Yeah,
Clap.
I mean, here's Break the Rules. This is like one of the best songs. Best song. Blah, blah, blah. It's one of the best songs ever.
It is so 2010s. Like,
There's
yeah.
nothing more 2014
Yeah,
than this
yeah,
and
yeah.
Boom Clap.
Yeah.
Getting high and getting right. Drops into like kind of a corny
EDM drop.
EDM drop, but
But it's like rocky. It's like,
still hard.
it does sound so much like a indie pop band
Yeah.
of like 2010.
I listened to Body of My Own earlier and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this sounds like a lot of other things I've heard, but she does it well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like almost like a
Yeah.
song. Like they were going into all kinds of different
Or
bags
just like
on here.
any of those bands, like Peter Bjorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Empire of the
exactly.
It's good. It's good.
But it sounds
But it's
very
like-
much like
yeah,
the indie
yeah.
hits of 2010.
It's derivative.
But,
But like also like it's definitely a step forward. It's like cleaner. It's like more ambitious maybe than True Romance.
But I think a lot of these
But maybe
songs
to its fault.
are less interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't even really want to listen to Boom Clap. That song kind of sucks. Let's all
I don't
just
know.
Okay, fine. That's all
got
you
it.
need.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
you need. No, you're
It's
fine here.
catchy. Got it. Yeah.
I know some of our friends were disappointed that her Coachella set did not have
Boom Clap.
Boom Clap because that is like a perfect get on your friend's shoulder at Coachella
Sure.
kind of vibe.
But I love it goes harder. So
yeah, I love it as her real.
yeah, I mean
That's her
it's
anthem.
Not
at the
even
end
an
of the
album.
day.
Of
She's
hers.
still, I believe she still is closing shows with I Love It. Which,
of course, it's a beautiful
fair.
song.
Yeah,
Beautiful song.
beautiful song. I think this is probably the worst thing that she's
worst
put
thing.
out. It's probably the worst thing she's
Yeah,
put out.
but there's moments of coolness, but
100%.
it's not what defines her to this
No.
day.
I think it's most fun to put this at George Daniel and just
Yeah, I was
call
thinking
it
the
a
same
day.
thing.
Like
Like it's almost Charlie.
it's almost Charlie Baby, but like
It's Charlie. It's George.
it's George Daniel. Like it's just nothing exceptional.
Yeah.
Just standard.
Great guy,
Just a solid guy. Basically, is what Sucker is.
but not Charlie.
No, it's not Charlie.
Yeah. What do we got next?
I guess next we'll go to the Vroom Vroom EP. Let me see if this other camera is still going.
Yeah. The Vroom Vroom EP really came next, chronologically.
Yeah, I mean, this was kind of an insane point of her career.
Yeah.
The pivot between Sucker to Vroom Vroom is pretty insane. So I guess she
2016.
met Sophie and A.G. Cook around this time and just like
That's crazy. Yeah.
became friends with them and
Yeah.
started making music. And this was, I mean, clearly a huge pivot point for her.
Yeah.
Um,
To come out with Vroom Vroom
Yeah.
after Boom Clap is
the
wild.
funny thing is, yeah, she comes out with Vroom Vroom and it was absolutely panned at the time.
Really?
Like Pitchfork famously gave it like a 4.
Wow.
which like
The EP.
yeah,
Wow.
like that's insane.
Yeah.
That was pre-Poptimus Pitchfork, like right before.
Yeah. What is this new shit? What is this
Yeah, what
new
is-
PC?
What the fuck is this PC music shit?
Yeah.
It's
This
really
song
good.
still is like gets played so much.
Yeah, I've seen a clip recently where she called this like kind of her anthem.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I think it is at the end of the day. Which
Yeah. I mean,
anthems, but
this like I've heard this song so much.
yeah,
Like
in so many
I
different.
kind of
contexts.
didn't realize it was that old. I guess.
No, it's surprising
Yeah, yeah.
that. I mean, yeah, she pretty much followed up. This was her follow up to Sucker.
That's crazy.
She came back with.
She's
Vroom
like,
Vroom.
I gotta do like.
I gotta switch it up.
Well,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah.
working.
Like exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is what she really is.
She put out like Boys in early 2017.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which is just like a very
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's just many singles
low-key song.
that aren't even on albums.
Yeah,
They're, like,
exactly.
Yeah. Very.
But and after the after party and later in 2016, which is just another like
I think it's an
after
XCX
the
World
after
thing.
Party. Yes,
yeah.
it
Which we
was.
don't know too much about.
We're
but
not gonna rate XCX
Comment
World
below.
because it does not. It is not out.
It doesn't quite exist.
It doesn't quite technically exist. I know it leaked, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna rate that. But here's some Vroom Vroom.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
One of the coolest ways to start a song ever,
A
probably.
masterpiece.
Lamborghini, roll up in a big bikini. Bitches
So
on
sick.
Yeah. Well, like yeah, it's like just like the clear, clean pop music, catchy. She's like in her swag, but it's
Yeah.
like so unique.
And but it mixed in with
Yeah, it doesn't.
those Sophie just like loud, like kind of off-putting
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Innovative.
Vroom Vroom is a masterpiece.
Yeah. I don't go too deep on the rest of the EP, but
Honestly, yeah,
That song on
me
its
neither.
own.
I've never really returned to
yeah,
any of these songs, but that's definitely.
she might have got back in her anthems bag at this point. I don't know.
To be honest, I think Vroom Vroom might be the blueprint.
The blueprint.
I think this is the blueprint. Like she
In a
kind of
sense.
switched it up
in
here.
a sense. Yeah.
This is what's to come after. Like this is the blueprint.
Literally
now.
still working with AG to this day.
I was diving into like production credits across each of her albums. I did not realize how much AG Cook.
AG
AG Cook.
He's Italian.
He's an Italian man. No, he's British, but AG Cook is pretty much across like almost every song of hers on the
Like,
past albums.
Sense this.
Yeah,
I
pretty
guess,
much.
yeah.
Like less so on Crash, I guess, but on these like
Yeah.
next 5, otherwise
if
it's
I'd
like he's across.
Fully
them.
realized that.
Yeah, I didn't realize he's on like pretty much every song.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy to put Vroom Vroom at the blueprint.
Yeah. Fair
I think
enough.
that's a fun spot for
Fair
it.
enough. Vroom Vroom itself is an anthem.
Yeah,
For sure.
exactly.
It might even be sex, but
It very
But,
much is actually.
yeah, go Vroom Vroom in the big pink truck.
Go vroom 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 in a big pink truck. Staples Center. What the fuck is that? So I've been Spring Breakers has been on repeat for me. That's
Just like
been
saying it like that. I go Vroom
Go
Vroom in the big pink truck.
truck. Staples Center. Gonna fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Etc.
We
let's
got
go to number one Angel.
yeah.
This has been the one I've probably been bumping most this year
Bumping that.
outside of Brat. Bumping
Yeah.
that.
What are your favorites on here?
I got put onto this song this year, I'll be totally honest.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't something I had listened to a lot before that, but I Love You Too. The song is huge. Like it's just huge. Don't talk a lot,
Yeah.
talk a lot. So you should listen up.
Is this like that bass line sounds so like Sophie?
I think
Vroom Vroom.
this
It's gotta be.
I mean, from this point, she definitely had
Yeah.
Sophie production. This is actually Danielle Harrell is
Oh.
the credited producer on
Okay.
here, which
All
the whole
legends.
team, yeah, the whole PC Music squad. But there's that. But there's also, I mean, a amazing Sophie produced song is "Roll with Me." Like clearly from the jump. This is such a banger.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like that part is
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
Undoubtedly.
So I was about to say Sophie's the Brian Wilson of our time. Does that make sense?
Maybe. I don't know the Beach Boys that well.
yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Probably.
Also, this is like the birth of her fandom name, right?
Yeah, I guess so. This is
The Angels.
The Angels. We unfortunately couldn't have our number one angel,
Right.
Daft Punk Ruben, here today. He was busy, but
He just didn't want to.
he didn't fucking want to.
Doesn't like
So
this anymore.
he's like, you guys need to stop making Charli XCX content. It's like genuinely enough. No, it wasn't, but kind of. There's a bunch of bangers on here. I'm a big fan of Dreamer also, the opener, which once again, she talks about a car immediately. I'm a dreamer, step out the Beamer.
Step out the beamer. To do it big, stretch, limousine. I'm a dreamer.
Interesting drums on this album. It sounds cool. It's
I think it
Also
very
the-
much is that pivot.
Yeah. I feel like this and Pop 2 are like they're
They-
really like a transitional period.
I think it's
There's good
intended to be like a 2-part album in a way,
Mhm.
like number 1, Angel,
Yeah.
Pop 2.
Yeah.
But for me, honestly, like Pop 2, we'll get to it, but Pop 2 kind of expands on everything
Yeah.
this album is.
But yeah, I mean,
I do want to shout out one more moment on Dreamer where I think it's Stara. I don't know them, but this moment.
Thank God it's Friday. Thank God. Thank God it's Saturday.
well,
Thank God it's Friday. Thank God. Like a really naughty ass ad lib. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of bangers on here.
Yeah.
There's slower tracks too.
yeah.
Like emotional. I know a lot of people love Lip Gloss. Like that's like kind of it. That has Cupcake on there too. Like that's an all-time banger.
Yeah. This is still the blueprint, you think? This is like,
Yeah, I
because
think
this is like,
this doesn't have any of her like generational songs on it. Like there's a reason generational songs.
yeah.
I feel like there's maybe to some degree a reason none of these are like in a set list anymore. Like she's not playing any number one Angel
Can you throw
songs
on
at
Lip
this
Gloss
point.
really quick?
Of course. Hard off the bat.
Yeah. It's so wild.
AG Cook and Sophie on
Of
production.
course. You can just tell it.
He like lip gloss.
That shit is so fire.
It's so hard.
He like lip gloss.
You have a kind of
Just-
wild Cupcake verse too.
Production is crazy.
Yo ass a pussy, I'm above it like a ovary.
Yeah. It makes you think.
Makes you think, huh? I'm happy with putting this at the blueprint. I feel like it's kind of a continuation of the
Vroom Vroom.
Vroom Vroom sound. Yeah.
Yeah, just like her choice to like go in this direction is so interesting.
It
Like,
makes
it's
me
just-
so happy that
It's just it's so unique, like to have a song that sounds like that. Like no one else has that.
to have your
like, it's
to go
just
from
AG and
boom
Sophie.
clap to Vroom Vroom in about 2 years is pretty insane.
Yeah,
it's pretty insane.
It's cool to see.
I know Charli XCX fans have been celebrating that Boom Clap has finally been knocked out of her top 5 on Spotify. It's just
Yeah.
it's all Brat
It's all
right
Brat.
now. Yeah. But let's go to Pop 2.
Yeah, Pop 2.
Pop 2, the continuation of
Pop.
Number One Angel.
Yeah.
2017, Charli was absolutely cooking. Like, because that we talked XCX World as well was
Yeah.
all slated also for 2017. Like, she was fully prepared
And,
to put 3 albums out.
You said the Boys single.
Boys was 2017. Like, she was, and I believe one of the craziest details of Charli's career, not to mention her again, but she did open for Taylor Swift in 2018 on her tour, which
I
is
didn't know that.
pretty baffling to follow up putting out Pop 2 and the songs on here
Yeah.
to go open for Taylor Swift.
In what Taylor era was that? Like,
Is that Reputation era Taylor?
I guess that makes more sense then. Somewhat.
Somewhat. I think it still didn't quite make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like Taylor was never actually
Well,
in like a aggressive era.
Yeah. Taylor with like Reputation or something. Like, it's like her trying to be cool or like trying to be like innovative
Yeah, I
or
mean-
whatever. But like that's Charli's whole thing.
Charli's whole thing is she is the
Yeah.
coolest one
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Like there is
yeah.
no
So,
one
like-
cooler than her.
You want to be here. You want to be here.
That's what that's what she said on Vantage.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I
yeah.
love this album cover too.
She looks sick as fuck
Yeah.
on this album
It's like
cover.
so shy.
But she took what she was doing on Number One Angel and like kind of just made it like maximalist on Pop 2. Like these songs are more experimental, longer. You have like more features across this thing. Like every song has like 4 features.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's
Just like
there's a couple different 5-minute tracks on here. Like these
Yeah.
songs are expansive.
just throw on, just the beginning of track 10 is the most absurd thing.
Yeah, this is one of my
To
favorite
hear
Charli songs.
On a pop album. When this
Yep.
plays on the aux, it's like 20 seconds of
Nope, for sure. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And this is pretty Gex too. Like this is so Gex.
That's facts. It is very under Gex.
Basically, it's like boom clap. Like it's kind of the same thing.
I mean, and this is like
It's
a
just
beautiful
so-
track
Yeah,
too
yeah.
when she gets into it.
It's just so
Jump
out
ahead a
there.
little
Like
bit.
so emotional.
With this bass line too.
Yeah.
And that song, I mean, it goes hard eventually. I'll just
Yeah,
jump to a
yeah.
random point later. Outside of that, my favorite is probably, I'm a big fan of Delicious. It's a great song.
Yeah. You can throw on a minute.
This is just a great song. One of my favorite moments on here is she samples boom clap in this, like in the middle of his verse. Let me just go to that part real quick.
It's a wild moment too.
Just using that as a transition is
This album's crazy.
insane.
Definitely the most experimental to date.
I think so.
Like
of
so
what
far
she's
in her
done.
career.
I think likely.
But maybe in all of her career. But
But these songs are
so
like,
yeah, it's great.
but then when the song gets going again, this chorus goes insane. When I'm all That's one of my favorite Charlie
Sophie
hooks.
on that one sounds like Sophie.
Let's see. I know she's on here at points.
Yeah,
That's AG.
it's AG. I mean, yeah,
It's all bro.
it's also just it's such no one else's pop album sounds like
Sounds
this.
anything
like
remotely
this.
like this. Yeah, it's a crazy
So cool.
combination of, because there is also less so on this album than like Charlie, which is next. There is some crossover appeal as well.
Mhm.
Like Backseat with Carly Rae Jepsen, like that's a song that has some crossover.
Yeah,
I think Tears has some crossover as well.
The Caroline collab.
Look, the chorus on Unlock It is one of my favorites too. So many good hooks on here. Just I do think
great.
this album has a little bit of a bad case of the unneeded rap verse to some degree.
Sure.
Get Jay Park off this song, probably. He gives like a 25-second verse that no one asked for.
Yeah. Still trying new things.
Yeah,
Um,
there's still cool stuff across
Mhm.
this. I mean, you got I Got It, which is an insane song. I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it.
it's very proto Camila Cabello.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
No, but this one is Pop 2 is like kind of her most insane album, I feel like.
For
Like
sure.
most unexpected moments across here.
She's always trying new stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think this is the blueprint? You think this is higher?
I think these might have be anthems.
You
I feel
can
like
go
this has
anthems.
more of her classics.
Yeah.
Like Unlock It, Track 10. Those are classics. Like
Yeah.
those are Charli XCX classics that I think Number One Angel doesn't quite have.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I think there's
Fair
anthem.
enough.
I think these are anthems.
Let's go anthems. I feel like we're being pretty based.
Yeah, I don't know really what the general consensus
Yeah.
is across these. I mean, people like Pop 2,
Comment below.
obviously. Yeah, comment below,
Yeah.
please.
We like the white albums so far. Next up, we got Charlie.
We got Charlie,
2019.
self-titled of
Yep.
sorts.
Yep.
This one, yeah, I feel like this was her return to kind of having more crossover hits. Like you have Troye Sivan on here.
Yeah.
You have, I always forget there's a track with Lizzo on here. Kind
Kind
of crazy.
What song is that?
That's "Blame It on Your Love," which
Yeah.
which is I believe a redo kind of Track 10.
Hey, listen. I blame it on you. I blame it on you. Yeah. I blame it on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do. I blame it on you.
It's
And-
all right. It probably could have been left off the album a little
Yeah.
bit. But I mean,
guess, yeah. The people that never threw on track 10.
yeah, if you never threw on Track 10 and you only listened to Charlie,
Yeah.
then you got that
Hmm.
version.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's interesting.
But I think the biggest highlight on Charlie has
Mhm.
got to be, I mean, at least the one that people know the best has got to be 1999.
Go on.
I just wanna go back to 1999.
I just love the way that she says 1999 on there.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's saying 9099.
1999.
Back to 1999.
What was she doing in 99 that one day?
Yeah, I guess how old is Charli XCX? Troye Sivan was probably 4.
Yeah.
Like quite literally.
I have to admit that I was that was born in December of that year.
You would
so.
love to go back to that. Charli was 7.
Okay.
But I think the sentiment is
It's
more
like
to like
turn of the century.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to go back to when "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" was a hit single.
Mhm.
Which me too. I would love to. Which in fact,
Who doesn't? Oh yeah.
hit me, baby, one more time. Got that bitch on vinyl. Thank God.
That was a gift from me.
I appreciate it. I didn't drop it behind the couch.
I love Next Level Charli.
I do as well, especially as a Prius owner.
Yeah, she does bunch
come
of
on.
Prius. Yeah.
Yeah. This is insane opener.
So epic.
And don't worry, third line she mentions a highway. So
It's like Mercedes comes up again.
I go hard, I go fast, and I never look back.
And just vibe.
Turn the volume up in your Prius, windows down, and just vibe.
Yeah.
That's an anthem right
You
there.
should do like
undoubtedly.
you should do like a tutorial on like how to do that.
So you turn your volume up, windows down,
White Prius.
Yeah, just vibe.
Just kind of just vibe.
Really, it's really simple, honestly,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not everyone gets it.
Next
yeah.
Level Charli. It's
That's
just
what
like it's
iconic of
Yeah, I just throw that on and like feel like I'm going to the next level. Like it's
let's transcend. A little
it's like
bit
it's
here.
it's an uplifting song.
Yeah.
And it's also swag. It's like I don't know. Just
I know,
like, me and
one
my
of her
friends,
swaggiest tracks. Yeah,
yeah, Mercedes.
I think she says up at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for a roll with your friends out
Yeah.
till 7 a.m. Like don't know how much I can relate to that per se, but
We're going to work.
yeah.
no,
literally.
probably still up.
Her guy just called her at 6 to get undressed, but she's still with her
Right.
friends at 7.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll meet you at like 8. It's like complicated.
Been up all night.
Been up all night. Let's
Yeah.
do this though.
I
I've
feel
got
like
a couple of cute favorites on here too.
Official.
I really like Official.
Me too. Back to those indie pop roots.
No, literally. But this is a very like this is like a deep song. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel
it's
like-
like this one's very like.
She sort of hadn't done this before.
I think the last couple of albums, Number One Angel had a couple more, but Pop 2 especially, I feel like while Track 10 does kind of sing
It's a
about
little-
similar things, it's a little too aggressive to really take
It's a little less emotion on that one.
seriously. Yeah. But let me find like the main.
What is it like? I hope we can make it official.
The way that you kiss me, these are the things that could make us official.
I did have a TikTok idea that was when you're in the car with your situationship and you turn this song up a little extra loud
In your Prius.
in your Prius,
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
turn Official up a little extra loud with the situationship. See if they maybe catch some ideas.
I feel like I heard this on Love Island once.
Oh, that makes sense. They always be going Official like a week and a half in on Love Island.
Official.
I've been all about February 2017 also,
Go ahead.
which featuring Claro is awesome. Her and Claro kind of spit back and forth on this one. But I'm just going to go right to when it drops. And
Yeah,
also,
this-
like, no one sings about cheating better than Charli does. Like, the line on the song is, "Hope you can forgive the things I've done."
Yeah.
It's just, like, so intense.
Yeah. No, I'm basic, and I don't, I think this, to me, this is like a more refined version of like Pop 2. Like,
I think that's fair.
I think Pop 2 is cool and experimental, but like this one is like very accessible.
Yeah, and then
very
there's
beautiful.
also, and with that, there's a lot of the same. There's similar songs to like the insanity of Pop 2 as
Sure,
well. Like
sure.
it doesn't lack that. Like
Yeah.
Click is a banger.
Yeah.
Shake It goes like insane.
I shake it,
Yeah.
I shake it, I shake it, I shake it, ooh. I shake it, I shake it,
I shake
on
it.
you. I shake it, I shake
Like
it.
this
I
beat.
shake it.
This is on the album. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
She was in a rap verse era for sure.
Around these albums, she definitely throws some rap verses that
cool.
maybe don't need to be there, but they're cool.
Sure. It's cool. Yeah.
The bookended Troye Sivan tracks, cool.
Yeah.
1999 and 2099. I like it.
Yeah.
Um,
They're still collaborating to this day.
True. They have this little tour coming up. I don't know if you guys heard about it.
Check it out.
Sweat tour.
Sweat.
We won't be there.
We'll sweat in solidarity.
I'll sweat at home. Yeah.
Sweat at home.
I'll sweat at home out of respect. But yeah, what are you thinking here? You got this at Anthems then? Is that
Might go Anthems.
I think let's throw it up there.
Yeah, we top of Blueprint Anthems.
Yeah, I think we're not going to put it in the one named Charli. That would be insane.
That'd be insulting.
Yeah, that would be rude.
Nothing sex yet. Yeah.
I think we'll
get to it.
I think we're about to get there. Because we got How I'm Feeling Now next.
Something about this album. Yeah.
I mean, I listened to this in Daft Punk Ruben's car last night on the CD. And when he switched it over.
How I'm Feeling Now?
And this is the beginning of Pink Diamond. This is how the album starts. Like, no one does it like that.
Yeah.
That song just starts obscenely hard.
Yeah, who produces this?
Let's see. I think Charli did most of this production herself even, but this
is like the 2020.
You could literally watch her produce this album live. But this is AG Cook on here as well as...
But that's a crazy, like, very Sophie, very... Like, that opening is, like, so manic.
And then it jumps right into, like, this.
I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard.
We love that track.
Lip gloss on and I'm looking like a star. Got a video chap keeps good in a bra. so sick.
Such a crazy thing to drop in 2020. Yeah.
I mean, she made this album so quick as well.
Yeah. And this, like, whatever, our friend still DJs this. Like, this still gets
I've
played.
I've seen Pink Diamond DJ'd at least.
Love it.
10 times probably.
It just goes so hard.
No, that song.
And, like, the
famously
sentiment.
Tucker's number one song of 2020.
That was the one.
So.
And, like, the sentiment was so relatable at the time as well. Of just, like, I just want to go hard.
I just want to go hard right now. Yeah, I feel like...
And now living in the BRAT era, where we can just go hard all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, now, it is, for me, in the same way, this is the comparison I've started drawing, is that number one Angel is to Pop 2, kind of what How I'm Feeling Now is to BRAT. In that, like, Pop 2 kind of is, like, the maximalist version of that album.
Sure. I was going to say, or Charli to Pop 2. Like, whatever.
Sure, either or. You can make it your own, but, like, BRAT is, like, expanding on How I'm Feeling Now, and it's like, we can go outside, we can actually go to the club. Yeah. So let's make these songs bang even harder.
Exactly.
But How I'm Feeling Now is just incredible, too.
Yeah, looking at this lineup of albums, BRAT just looks, like, so different than everything.
It just looks like so out of place.
An absolute, like, if you put all of them together, that's what would come out. But, that's a good point.
There's also...
But at the time, this ripped, like, I love, like, Forever. Like, just... Yeah, no,
there's cute songs on here, too. Forever, Claws, 7 Years, Finally Understand.
Yeah. You and I drove for miles. Beautiful. I think Daft Punk Ruben was telling me about, like, people could send in, like, pictures.
The music video for this one was really cute.
Yeah.
She, like, just got fans to send in little videos of what they were doing.
Their life.
Yeah.
That song, I ripped that a lot.
No, that's
beautiful.
One of her bigger...
And then we got, like Anthems.
Chiller bangers. Anthems is my personal favorite.
Throw it on.
This song just goes so hard. Because it feels like you're at the biggest, best club ever. And then she raps about... Welcome, lady, some cereal. Try my best to be physical. Like, the lyrics are like hilarious, but it works so well, especially at the time.
It's relatable.
I'm so bored.
Lose myself in a TV show.
Also, something about this album that's just like kind of lo-fi, which makes sense. It was made quickly.
100%.
But it's sort of like the true romance of the 2020s.
This feels like kind of more true to just like
her whole thing.
Like, this kind of feels more true to Charli, whereas like those other albums are, I mean, I don't want to say overproduced.
Yeah.
But like Pop 2 and Charli are heavily produced albums.
Yeah,
there is like every detail I feel like is thought about. Where How I'm Feeling Now is kind of just like
holding this up at random times.
Yeah, throw it up there. How I'm Feeling Now, it's just so raw. Like these songs were made quickly.
And, like, the album cover's just like laying in bed.
Yeah, just her laying in
the
bed
VHS
casually. Camera. I mean, we have to shout out. I gotta shout out both Party For You and Visions.
Yeah.
Like Party For You. If anyone's seen Bottoms,
was this in there?
They close out the movie with Party For You, and it's pretty awesome. You get this part?
Do this party for I only do this body for you, for you, for you.
Also emotional.
Very emotional, but it goes hard too at the end. Yeah, I mean that song just like builds in such a huge way.
Just like 2020, like going on a walk by yourself,
listening to Party for You.
This whole album,
this whole
like,
album,
it's just, it takes me back.
It was a weird feeling. I've dove into Detonate more recently.
Yeah.
I mean,
you on Visions. This song's fucking crazy.
I'm cutting to when it goes crazy in the end here. Oh shit. I said it on the listening party episode briefly, and it was also commented upon.
Okay. Yeah.
Visions very much is the 365 of this album.
Got it.
Where it's just
365 was Visions coded.
It was Visions coded. Like halfway
if
through
that
Visions,
sentence makes sense to you,
then you're chronically
subscribe.
online.
Yeah.
But halfway through Visions, it just explodes into like an acid techno banger in the
cool.
same way
It's
365
cool. Yeah.
does.
It's bait and switch.
Yeah, for me, I think this one has to be Sex.
This might go to Sex.
And I also have an appeal for a name change of Sex. On Anthem, she goes, "Sex me and my Romeo." Sex, so I think
Sex,
comma,
comma, me and my
Romeo.
Perfect, yeah.
So this is me and Sex, me and my Romeo.
Perfect.
And that goes up there.
Perfect, yeah.
Perfect.
I think that makes sense to me.
I think Sex me and my
Makes perfect
Romeo. He
sense.
says I'm irresistible. I do find it pretty funny to drop a song like 7 years about being with someone for 7 years only to break up after that. That's
I didn't know about that.
kind of awk, but it's all
It's
good.
a good song too. Who is she with? I don't know.
I have no clue.
It's not my business.
Not my fucking business.
Yeah.
George Daniel.
I like the George Daniel with like the Brat print or like the
Yeah,
Brat
it's
green.
with the Brat green. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty funny.
All right, let's do Crash.
Crash.
This one, well, How I'm Feeling Now, we also reviewed on this channel. We also reviewed Crash on this channel. Crash we didn't quite like as much, I'll say.
I don't think we hated it though.
I think at the time we were like
fine with it.
somewhat fine with it.
Yeah.
We were a little disappointed.
Sure.
I like this song. Baby.
I like Baby too.
God, these songs just feel so strange.
Sounds very
now.
strange.
It
now.
sounds very strange
Sounds
now.
so like Dua Lipa.
I was a big fan of Yuck at the time, I guess.
Yeah. But it is weird.
Yeah, these songs just it sounds like they were going to trying to do a Dua Lipa thing, that kind of pop music, and it just
didn't quite
hit. It just It's
I actually
not
like
for
constant
Charli.
repeat a lot.
I think people have said that's a highlight. Here's a little bit of Yuck.
It's so standard.
Here's constant repeat.
This one's got like switch ups and multiple parts.
I'm focused on you. You're all on me too. I'm cute and I'm rude. You like what I do.
You got my songs on constant repeat.
Got me on repeat.
Got me on repeat.
Yeah.
Very Gaga-esque kind of.
Yeah.
Got me on repeat.
Yeah, not
I think this gotta go in George Daniel. There's just these songs are
not even Charlie.
I don't
Yeah.
think these are up to par with the rest of her
I like
career.
that nothing is Charlie Baby. That's pretty funny.
Nothing's gonna go there. Yeah, that's an empty tier.
Yeah.
To
We
show
can, go,
there's-
we can go D or George. Sorry.
Go GD.
It could just been Dance with George, but
I want to dance with George.
yeah, I'm fine with that. In retrospect, at the time we were like happy about it. It's like whatever. You
But
know?
I think in a post-Brat
It's
world,
like, she's capable of so much more.
clearly. I mean, and honestly, I think if I went back and watched our review, I think we had some of the same sentiments, I bet.
Sure.
As
We
just
did-
coming off of How I'm Feeling Now being such like
Yeah.
a fucking amazing album.
Mm-hmm. Also, just the title "How I'm Feeling Now" is so perfect for any time.
It's so great.
Actually. It's weirdly timeless.
You want to get to this other album?
What is this one called?
This is a
BRAT.
Brat? I think it's a sausage album.
Bro, it's like a German thing.
It's like a German. I'm not really. I thought the song was big in Germany. Yeah, this is
Good pull.
this is Brat. I have every single song liked.
I don't know if we have to play any of these.
I don't know if we have to play any of these.
We've-
We've done a lot of Brat.
We've studied up.
We've done a lot of Brat. I do actually. I want to play you. I'm gonna have you react to this TikTok real quick
Sure.
of Charli. This TikTok's hilarious. This is basically, so this is her describing 365, like how the song makes her feel. And it's just funny.
Super club, and every door I go through, it's a different room in the club. I feel like this is a corridor.
Yeah.
This is like you're walking
Her and AG, just
like down the corridor.
In the song, she's okay.
Corridor. It's
Here we
a
go.
little bit like, where's the Daft Punk room?
Where's the Daft Punk room?
And
What
then
happened
this
to
part,
it?
I feel like it's like, okay, I'm gonna like focus, like now I'm really feeling myself, kind of a vibe.
Perfectly
Bit too
describes
much,
it.
No.
Like it's
Timing
not going
wise.
well for me. There's like an annoying friend who's like, come on, Charlie.
This is a beautiful description.
And then you're just like, fuck it. You, like,
So
look like
sick.
shit, you know?
Wow.
Sorry, I gave a really technical
Mm-hmm.
explanation of what I was going
That was really technical.
That was a very technical explanation there. Probably went over a lot of your heads.
yeah.
But
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're
That's
walking
on
on a corridor.
Tape notes, I think is what it's called.
Is the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
That guy does good work.
Shout out.
Old
Yeah.
British guy.
No, it is so funny that it cuts to those like two like kind of old guys. As she's
I
doing
think
that
one was
description.
George. One was George.
Oh, okay. I mean, fuck that guy.
It's two old guys.
There was one like particularly old guy,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I guess
that's the host. That's
Okay.
the host.
And he's just like, for sure.
I gotta listen to that though. I didn't know he did that. I
No,
didn't
she's
know
been
they
on a
did BRAT.
crazy press run. Like,
Yeah.
come
She
on the
looks
pod.
like really happy on that one. She looks really.
Oh, yeah.
like she's having a good
She
time.
with AG. She's
Yeah,
like,
we'll get
bro.
AG.
We'll get AG for
Charlie and
sure.
George.
But this album has been better than Sex recently for me. This is like the best album I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's really
At this point, it's like
special.
it's
Special
like
album.
genuinely been special.
So should we make another tier that's just better than Sex?
better than Sex?
Sex,
Yeah.
Me and My Romeo.
I have
That one.
honestly, it would be kind of a tough decision for me to choose between this and how I'm feeling now. A little bit.
Really? Yeah.
It would. I think I would end up
I
going with
think-
Brat.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, I think how I'm feeling now is like very good, but it's sort of the like
It's a bit of a predecessor.
to Brat.
But I think it might have.
But they just wait till the next album.
No, I mean, I'm not even. We can give her a couple of years off.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one has been.
Brat 2.
I mean,
Pop
wait till
3.
that remix album. Then,
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
we're really gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
But
I think we did really well though.
I think we
Pretty
nailed
into
it.
Like we're pretty based
honestly.
with our anthems a
Yeah.
little bit.
I mean, True Romance deserves to be up there.
Yeah.
I think that's the finale here. I mean, everyone probably agrees on the bottom two.
We feel Crash below Sucker.
Yeah, I guess do we want to mess around with this a little bit, but in
let it be.
full order? I'm happy
Let it
with
be.
it. True Romance might be my top 3. Like that might be my
I
actual
think we did pretty
order.
well. Yeah.
Pretty
I
happy
think
with
I
it.
agree.
But yeah, that's the only.
Comment below where we were mistaken.
Yeah, give us your ranking as well below.
I hope we were respectful to the discography as much as we could be.
I think so.
I think we did.
I think so.
We love Charlie. Come on the pod.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
Not
keep
busy.
if you're not busy, if you have
I
nothing
don't
going
think
on,
like I've
yeah.
looked at your calendar. I don't think you have anything coming up.
Doesn't-
Bring Harrison. Bring AG.
Yep. Yeah, I did actually. I don't know if you saw. I did just get tickets to see the Dare in Oakland in
Solo?
September. Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
if you want to hop on that,
Guys, come through
come through. I'll be there. It's at the New Parish in Oakland.
the parish. Oh, he's doing a big tour.
He's doing a big tour, so
He's doing like secondary markets.
yeah.
Not just New York, LA.
No, it's the type of shit where on the tour like graphic it says San Francisco, but it's a venue. It's a venue in Oakland. But no hate.
No hate.
I've actually been there. Very good venue. Shout out.
Thank you for listening.
That's the type of shit we end these videos with. Very good venue in Oakland. So
New Parish.
New
Yeah.
Parish, very good venue in Oakland. All right, that's all we got, y'all.
I'm feeling like a light anthems on the New Parish in Oakland.
Feeling light to decent A tier on New Parish in Oakland. We'll do a venues tier eventually. Tier
Yeah.
list. All right,
Record labels.
that's I think that's all we got here.
Much love.
Yeah,
Keep hunking. I just wanted to play the ending of 365.
yeah.
But
Go
we
ahead.
might get copyright. Good night.
Good night, y'all.